Guys, I'm Victor and welcome to another episode of Soccer Examiner. Today we'll be doing things a little bit differently. Usually I have two videos, an analysis portion and a prediction portion. But for the lack of time, because the World Cup is in 5 days, and the lack of views on my analysis portion. Now I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's a little bit too boring. What do you think? So based on those two things, I am going to do just one video, and hopefully it'll fit in 10 minutes. I think it will. Anyways, today we are going to do Group B, which consists of Argentina, as you can see by my nice away jersey that I have from '06. Now going off that, I believe Argentina will actually be first in this group, and here's why. They're obviously the powerhouse of this group. They're ranked 7th in the world. They've won 2 World Cups, in '78, '86. Germany was a decent performance. They unfortunately could not pass the quarterfinals. They could thank Germany for that in the penalty shootout. They got second in the Copa America, which is good, but for Argentina, that probably wasn't a good thing, considering, when you're Argentina and Brazil in South America, you typically want to be first and everything. So, yeah. Now, here's a dilemma, or what people think the dilemma is. Now, since Maradona has been coach, things have been going a little bit downhill, just to say it in a nice way. Um, they barely qualified, for the World Cup. They ended up fourth in the CONMEBOL region. Um, so that's honestly not good at all. And this is probably the main reason why Maradona has been getting so much drama, if you will. Um, so yeah, that's not a good sign. The other thing that people dislike about Maradona are the people he calls up and the people he doesn't call up. To be honest, the big surprise for me of the 23-man roster was Martin Palermo. Now, I'm not saying Palermo is a bad player. He's a big integral part of Boca Juniors, which actually I'm a big fan. Sorry, River Plate fans, but Boca all the way. Um, it's just that I don't see Palermo playing at all in this World Cup. When you have a team like with the likes of Messi, Aguero, Higuain. You have the top strikers in La Liga. Seriously. And, you just have Milito, too, who's, a big part of Inter Milan, another one of my favorite teams. Um, so yeah, I don't see him playing at all. Now, what I dislike about this team is the fact that Heinz is not in there. Not Heinz, what's his name? El Capitano, what's his name? Zanetti, there you go. He's not there. He's done wonders in Inter recently. With the whole Champions League. Why not include him? Also, the fact that they did not include Cambiaso. Um, so yeah, those are big names there. He also didn't include what's his name? Pinturita. Uh, what's his name? Gago, but he hasn't been getting much playing time. So that would be the reason why. And honestly, my favorite player who's not there right now is Riquelme. How could you not have him? But supposedly there's some beef between him and Maradona, so I guess the fact that they have beef, that's the reason he's not there. So I think that's enough for Argentina. I probably went too much on that, but Argentina is one of the big teams. Very interesting, always fun to watch. So next up, second in this group, I have Nigeria. Now, the reason I put Nigeria second is because, yes, they're only ranked 21 in the world. They've been in 3 World Cups already. Now, I know they did not have a good World Cup in '02. They got fourth place, 1 draw, 2 losses. But here's the thing: they were in the same group as Argentina, and when they faced each other, it was only a 1-0 loss. So it was a pretty close game, and that was, in Korea. So hopefully with the fact that now they're in African soil, maybe they'll have that enough to either tie or actually beat Argentina. Now, another thing is that they are third, well, they were third in the African Cup of Nations, and that was just held this year. So that's still pretty fresh. I mean, they're probably still riding on that. Another interesting fact that really opened my eyes was that they qualified without losing a single match. Now, many people may uh, not look much into this, especially since what happened to Serbia and Montenegro, where I think they had a awesome qualification uh, term, but they ended up last in the group with a lot of goals. I believe they were known for not letting in goals, and unfortunately in that World Cup they let in the most goals, I believe. But yeah, so that's why I have them ranked second. Now, the third team I have in this group, or the team that will be third place, will be Korea Republic, or South Korea, if you will. They've been to 7 World Cups, and to be honest, they are my favorite team from the Asian region, or ASEAN region. I don't know how you'd call that. Last World Cup they were in was '06, and it was a decent World Cup. I mean, they didn't get out of the group. They did win. They did tie, and unfortunately, the loss was not good for them. Um, they were really close. I think they played amazing. The results just weren't in their favor. Um, so yeah, now they did get third place in the Asian Cup, so that is something to look at. And they were first in their group of qualifiers. So yeah, that's South Korea for you. Now the team I have last is Greece. Um, and I honestly don't think they'll do that well in this World Cup either. They are ranked 13th, which I'm not trying to hate, but it was a bit surprising that they were ranked 13th. They've only been in one World Cup, which was in USA '94, and that was probably the worst performance in recent years. They were fourth, they lost all their games, they didn't score a single goal, and they let in 10 goals. So that is not a pretty picture. Um, Now, recently, they didn't do so well either in the Euro, where they were, again, fortunate group. They lost all their games, but at least they managed to score one goal, so that's an improvement. Um, Qualifiers. They qualified for the World Cup through a playoff round with a one-win aggregate over Ukraine. Now, the fact that this is a 1-0 game was, to me, the big hint here that they're not going to do that well either. Not to, like I said again, not hitting on Ukraine this time actually, but Ukraine isn't exactly the strongest team in the UEFA region, as you can see by the last World Cup they had in '06. Now it was their first World Cup, so I'll take that they got that far. But when they faced the big teams, they weren't exactly top notch. So the fact that this was just a 1-0 win kind of is alarming. Um, so yeah, that's what I have so far. Argentina first, Nigeria, South Korea, and last Greece. And that'll be it for this video. Now, if you disagree with me, that's fine. Comment. Remember, I am holding a predictor game, so please write your groups here. And your results too, as you will see that I will post results following this video. Well, in this video, but after. You'll see what I mean. So, next up, Group C. Now, we'll see you guys later.